हमको जो रेट मिल रहे हैं 8 to 9 रुपीस, 7 रुपीस, समटाइम्स 6 रुपीस, तो ये तो लॉस का है ना। तो हमारी गाड़ियों का मेंटेनेंस, आरटीओ का खर्च, हमारा घर है, गाड़ियों की ईएमआई है, और हमारे फ्यूचर में हमारे बच्चों का एजुकेशन और मेडिकल, ये सब कहाँ से आएंगे।
And now the biggest question in front of us is who is bigger, the government is big or Ola Uber is big.
Maharashtra government has decided that there should be some rules and regulations for this aggregator on the basis of the guidelines which are issued by the central government.
Hello friends, were you experiencing delays in booking your cabs last week? Were you refreshing the Ola and Uber apps so that your cabs can arrive on time? Were you stuck on the road last week? You were not alone. Thousands of app-based drivers went on a strike last week. Their demand was of fair pay. The app-based drivers say that the current fares, that is rupees 8 to rupees 12 per kilometer offered to them by the app companies are not sustainable because of the financial burden. They are demanding a fair price of rupees 32 per kilometer. Free Press Journal spoke to the union leaders, the cab drivers as well as the transport officials. Here's the complete story.
The fun fact is we have no demands. All we are asking of the execution of the existing orders of the government. We are asking for nothing new. These are the rates which are already been published by MMRTA and also other road traffic authorities of Pune, Nagpur and all. So we are just asking government to implement those. Companies like Ola, Uber, Rapido do not possess any license to operate in Maharashtra, and they are operating illegally and they are flaunting all the rules, and it seems that they are not scared of law. They are not giving respect to any even a day before yesterday Sayak Ayukta asked them to give in writing what rates you are giving. They didn't give in writing. The minister of the department, Pratapji Sarnaik, red-handedly caught Rapido bike taxi, but bike taxis are still operating. 6 to 7 FIRs have been registered so far by these companies, by the authorities against the Ola, Uber, Rapido. But they are not scared of laws, and the biggest question is that who is bigger, government or Ola, Uber, Rapido? Are they ruling the government? Are they allowed to do whatever they want to do? Is it an East India company which is operating in British Raj, or this is the free India? That is the big question we are asking.
So you are alleging that these startups are exploiting the Ola Uber drivers. So what exactly is the process? How this exploitation happens?
See, the India is country with the highest unemployment rate in the world, and the startups have learned that they can get millions and billions of dollars of funding, and they can show on papers that we are not in profit, so you don't have to pay the taxes. That's how it seems they pay taxes, by giving bribes to officers who are letting them exploit not only the drivers, the unemployed youth, but also the passengers. If you see, the drivers are getting 8 to 9 rupees rate per kilometer in this state, whereas the rates given by government is 32 rupees per kilometer, and not a single penny more than that could be taken by them, but they are taking 70 to 80 rupees per kilometer for their own fleets, and they are also exploiting passengers, and they are operating in it seems it is a jungle raj, and they have all the rights to do whatever it is.
So let's talk about the commuters because commuters are at the center of this. During this 7-day protest, commuters were suffering because no Ola Uber services were provided to them. So don't you think this issue should be resolved as soon as possible? Because commuters are already hoping that the transport system will develop and progress.
That's why we asked the officer. This is the last resort. We have been making these demands from last 4 years, and we had nowhere to nowhere to go, and that's why we decided to organize the bandh. Not only commuters are suffering, but drivers are also suffering.
Government of Maharashtra has decided to frame the rules and regulations for the aggregators. As on today, there were no rules and regulations for them. So Maharashtra government has decided that there should be some rules and regulations for this aggregator on the basis of the guidelines which are issued by the central government, department. As on today, the policy is in the final stage. The rules framing procedure has been completed, and the files are pending for the approval from the certain departments. As soon as that approvals are received to the transport department, rules will be framed. Rules are there are some provisions regarding the tariff, which is to be allowed by the aggregators. And from that tariff, how much amount of fare should be given to the driver is also having such type of regulations that minimum how much fare that driver should get is also included in that rules. So definitely, as soon as the policy is finalized and rules are framed, I'm sure that the issues of the tariff will not be arise or the raise will be raised by such type of cab drivers, and definitely for protecting their rights, for getting the right fare. And for that, for protection of those rights of the driver, certain regulations are made in this policy.
So, but the drivers are telling that Khatwa committee has already recommended the fares which are not implemented yet. So, why such implementation has not happened?
In Khatwa Samiti, they have decided the rates and such type of formulas, which is also approved by the government, and that formula is only related with the meter autos and meter taxis, and not for the other sort of vehicles. So for deciding or for having any sort of base for finalizing the fare, there should be some technical report, and unless and until there is a technical report for deciding the fare for any sort of vehicle, we cannot jump to to fare fixation. So there should be some technical report over there. Okay. The guidelines which were provided by the Khatwa Samiti for regarding the aggregators tariff was not accepted by the government, and government had given direction that time. Has insisted that there should be the maximum limit on the basis of the tariff which is decided for the black and yellow taxi. That's it.
हमको जब रेट मिल रहे हैं 8 to 9 रुपीस, 7 रुपीस, समटाइम्स 6 रुपीस, तो ये तो लॉस का है ना। तो हमारी गाड़ियों का मेंटेनेंस, आरटीओ का खर्च, हमारा घर है, गाड़ियों की ईएमआई है, और हमारे फ्यूचर में हमारे बच्चों का एजुकेशन और मेडिकल, ये सब कहाँ से आएंगे। इसलिए हमारी नेसेसरी ना पूरी होने की वजह से हमने ये सिर्फ मुंबई में नहीं, महाराष्ट्र के अलग अलग सिटीज़ में हुए हैं। मुंबई, पुणे, नासिक और नागपुर में भी ये सब चल रहा है। आप यकीन नहीं मानेंगे, जो काम हम 8 से 10 घंटे में करते थे, आज 24-24 घंटा काम करने वाले लोग भी घर पे गुड रेट ना पाने की वजह से काम कर नहीं पाते हैं। काम करते हैं तो उनकी मजदूरी का पैसा नहीं मिल पाता है।
हम लोग अभी परिवहन मंच से आयुक्त से हमारा बातचीत चल रहा है, जो लेटर चल रहा है, ओला उबर की भी हमारी मीटिंग हो चुकी है। उसके बाद में उन्होंने हमें लिखित नहीं दिया। ओला उबर तो मानने के लिए रेडी है, मगर वो लिखित हमें कुछ दे नहीं रही। तो हमारा कहना है कि हमें जो रेट देने वाले हैं, जो दे रहे हैं हमारे मांग के हिसाब से, हमें लिखित चाहिए।
आप कितने टाइम से चला रहे हो?
करीबन 2019 से चला रहा हूँ मैं। ऐसा टाइम नहीं आया था 2019 में, ठीक था, जो भी था चल रहा था। और आज ये टाइम आ गया है 16-16 घंटा, 17-17 घंटा करते हैं हम। हमें 400 रुपया 200 रुपया घर पे लेके जाना पड़ता है। अब सोच लो 400 रुपया 200 रुपये में क्या होएगा? घर परिवार सब चलाना है, उसमें 200 रुपये में क्या होएगा?